Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should. These guys can take the top off in defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Turner. It's complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
They
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build.
Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Shotgun snap on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Quick strike complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Throws for the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense knew coming in they were going to have a challenge trying to stop this passing attack. One of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. But after swatting that ball away here early in the game, that should help their confidence out a lot.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted for the 11th time. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Touchdown, Clemson! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They got got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Snagged out of the air. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And he dropped it. Just didn't loop the thing all the way in.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Might be changing the route. Wants to keep it in the air. He's looking deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Morrison. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more too.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. That last incompletion brings up a 3rd down. Got a man. It's Callaway. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Garrison. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Got the first down, looking for more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Garrison. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to go up top. Caught, close to the marker, it's Garrison. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Looking for the tie with the extra point. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's chased out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and now they're backed up after that poor return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It's caught downfield. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Really nice play there catching the pass, and I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Morrison. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here come the Irish back on offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drop. Oh, there's an alley on the left. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Irish. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. over the middle. It's Callaway. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looking to throw, it's Morrison. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast. And be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, 1st down and more. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Got it in the middle, it's Garrison. Snowed under by the defense.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
This crowd knows when to bring it. The snap sets up to throw. Plucks it out of the air. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Quinn. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really.
And the ball's out there after it. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Looking downfield, it's Morrison. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets enough. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Looking left. Holds it in. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On first and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. A strike downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Tiger!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Garrison. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle. And as a
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back.
It's a seam wide open. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Quinn. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so probably no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Irish back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And when you run screens, it's important that your quarterback buy time, so you can get those linemen out in front and try to really set up the screen. He bought time to the last possible minute, took it on the kisser, but made the completion.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short, moving away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving for the goal line, loose football. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll return it from around the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. It's getting loud in here. makes the grab. It's Garrison. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropped.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Dropping back. It's Turner. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Garrison. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And 1st down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Garrison. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. He's looking to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See,
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking to throw, it's Turner. Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. It's complete. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the right. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Under fire. That's reeled in. It's Callaway. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Got his man out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Now from inside the red zone. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards pass.
Looking to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Looking to pass. It's Turner. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Throwing right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay move just does a little double checking to make sure. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Clemson will send the punt team out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody. Throw to, he'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Thorne. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's got it. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Here come the Irish back on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jay. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Back to pass, it's Thorne. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last two plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. When you know you have a team out in class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.